Every once in a while, there comes a game that catches you off guard, throws something unexpected at you and leaves you thinking for minutes. Venba, a small indie game by developer iXie Studios, left me at that exact place when the credits were rolling. This is yet another game set at the backdrop of an immigrant Tamil family like Thirsty Suitors. But while Thirsty Suitors captivated its players with witty writing, approachable gameplay, and a poignant message infused with a good dose of humor, Venba takes a different route by emphasizing the idea of one's identity and all the trials and tribulations surrounding it. But how does the game execute this, and how does it hold up throughout its runtime? Let's find out. This is a review of Venba. The story revolves around the titular character Venba and her journey as a wife and a mother, while also being a helpless daughter to her parents she left behind. Venba is an ever-loving and caring wife who has left her homeland along with her husband in search of a new start in Canada. But both are in a state where they question the choices they've made and contemplate getting back to India, even though that would come with its own set of problems they did not want to face in the first place. What follows is a story that revolves around the themes of identity, family dynamics, and the struggle to balance cultural traditions with personal aspirations. As the game progressed, I found myself drawn into Venba's personal struggles, dilemmas, and moments of joy, all of which were relatable at some level, which in turn helped me connect with her journey even more. Perhaps the most disappointing aspect of the story is how quickly it ended. It did not feel rushed by any means, but the game ended just when I was getting ready to see more. This only goes as a testament to show how well the game is written in the few available scenes within its minuscule runtime. It is also worth mentioning that the story goes for visual storytelling rather than being an exposition dump wherever possible. And this added a layer of immersion generally not seen in a visual novel type game. One of the character traits for Venba is that she is a passionate cook. And as we all know, nothing brings family together like some wholesome homemade food. The game takes this notion and runs with it to form a gameplay loop that consists of visual novel style storytelling and cooking mini games that have a light puzzle element implemented in them. The recipes themselves are genuinely South Indian and are detailed just enough to get the gist of it. Recipes for idlis, puttu, dosa, biryani, rasam, paniyaram are all there, just to name a few. Full written recipes of these items can also be found in the game, giving an opportunity for those curious enough to try them in real life. The overall gameplay is designed in such a way that anyone can pick up and finish the game, making the story the focal point of the game. The game's visuals land somewhere between pixel and hand-drawn art, and it works well for its premise and story. While it is not something that will blow you away, it does an admirable job of presenting certain aspects of the game, especially the food. On the flip side, sound design has me divided. The game features some great Tamil songs that range from calm to jolly vibes and everything in between. These songs are contextualized rather well in the game as they are played when we cook, much like I do in real life. However, there is one aspect that often took me away from the experience, and that is the sound effect when Venba walks or when she has some hand movement during dialogue-heavy scenes. There is one scene in particular where Venba and her son walk out in the street, and I can tell you that a woman of her stature certainly does not make the sound that Venba does when she walks. It's a minor gripe, but it was annoying enough to downplay the gravity of the scene. That said, the rest of the game had good sound design like when we navigate the UI or during general gameplay. Venba is a game that can only be made possible by an indie developer in today's industry climate. It is a love letter to Tamil culture, and it wears that moniker proudly on its shoulders. Be it in the form of authentic dishes, the way cultures are explored within characters, or the fact that the beginning of the game and each chapter within it starts with a Tirukural. I just launched the game out of curiosity and ended up finishing the game in one session, which, in hindsight, is the best way to experience it, like one would enjoy a short story. And Venba very much plays out like a short story at a runtime of somewhere between 1 and 2 hours. Mind you, the events that unfold in the game are pretty low stakes, things that happen in a typical family. So it is best to temper your expectations while going in. But it is in how the story is presented where the game excels. If you have a couple of hours at your disposal and feel the need for a story that touches upon parenting, sacrifices, and family values, definitely check out Venba. And that was a review. So, have you played Venba yet? If so, what is your opinion on it? Have you played Thirsty Suitors? What did you think about that game? Sound off in the comments. Let's have a conversation going. Until then, I'm Ishak, and this video was brought to you by iXie. You take care, stay safe, and keep gaming.